Hi there, this is Becca with Amazing Paper Grace, and today I have a Becca bit for you. This is a card that I showed on my blog last week, and I have a little bit of a different bow, and a lot of people asked me to show how I made the bow. So I call it a Becca bow with a collar, and it's very easy to do, so let's get started. I have a card front that I've already done here, and I've already tied just a single bow. And I used a May Arts ribbon that has a strand running through it, and you'll see where that strand comes in handy. So I cut an extra piece of the May Arts ribbon, and I isolated that strand so that I could pull it. And what I do is I pull it and I gather it, and you want a really luscious gather. Don't skimp here because you want it to be ruffly. And you also want to pull it from both sides because I am going to tie it. Now, you can probably ruffle this and tie it and then pull your ribbon through, but I decided that I was going to put the collar on and then I was going to tie it off where I could hide the edges. So here I have my piece of ribbon gathered, and I'm going to take and put it on my bow just like it were a collar. And on the side where the bow will hide the raw edges, I'm actually going to see if I can tie it. So this is the fidgety part, and tie it tight. That way you're gonna hide most of the gathers and it's not going to come loose. And I'm going to just tie it one more time for safe measure. Like so. Alright, and so I rotate the cut edges so that they're hidden by the bow. Just snip that. And it's at this point that you do all of your adjustment. You can adjust the gathers, make sure it ruffles, hide where all the gathering is done, and also hide any gaps. Fluff up your bow. And basically that's it. That's the bow with a collar. Now, there are a lot of ribbons that will do this. So I looked in my ribbon stash, and this would be a possibility right here because it's one of the saddle stitch ribbons. Because of the stitch, you can actually gather, and actually that makes for a little bit of a tighter collar. And you can even do this with your wire ribbon, except for you get a much finer gather. So I hope that gives you some ideas, and I hope it'll make you think of possibilities or cards where you want to add just a little pizzazz and a collar to your bow. Happy crafting, and I'll see you soon.